the concept of ending privilege seems a lot more possible than I think. Grog has actually recently put this out, where Latin America is a good example of what happens when a community is white enough to have a civilization, yet it's not white enough for there to actually be white privilege. It's not a very nice environment. And that's actually pretty obvious, but when I take that into account, that could be a direction for, let's say, United States, specifically in the city environments, where the infrastructure is still white. A little more Jewish, a lot more Jewish actually, but it's still white. To the degree that it's not uh, mestizoid and black dominated. They might be dominant in population in places like Atlanta, Georgia, or parts of the transient South, but nonetheless, the infrastructure is still white. And I look at how people are handling the slavery issue, and we still have the problems with it. I mean, blacks are not at the top of every industry. Are you kidding me? They have to be at the top of all sports industries, apparently. Even Schlag Daddy is mad that they're not on top of wrestling. He says it makes wrestling look even more unrealistic when all these other sports have black guys on their top card, yet wrestling, this fake sport, doesn't have it. And that does bother me because I'm thinking, really, every industry at this point now, music, sports, okay, entertainment more so, but also there's a growing demand for diversification in various other aspects of the corporate environment, and it's ruining damage control. It's making it hard for us to have that kind of thing because now the forefronts of a lot of these industries have to be more black. And because that's not going to be or black or mestizoid or female or third world, whatever. The way they're going to have to take damage control is they're going to have to make it more bureaucratic so you can have a guy with a high name but still make the infrastructure relatively Jewish or white. Otherwise, can you imagine? Can you imagine a Tyrone on the top or a Gallo? No. Sorry, Jollo, if you're watching this. It's just the perfect name. You could probably do a Fortune 500 business. It's not really that much of a difficult stretch, but no, really. And that's kind of what the public school system essentially is. It's Jews and blacks and mestizoid and a lot of females. Very female environment. Actually, up until my 5th grade, I never had a female teacher. And, I mean, I never had a male teacher. My 5th grade teacher was my first male teacher, including pre-K, including kindergarten, including 1st through 4th grade. So I thought it was an incredible feat, especially considering the fact that some of those grades I had multiple teachers. And substitutes. The substitutes were also female. So I thought, damn, a male teacher? And he turned out to be my favorite teacher. Some Dominican or South American guy. It pains me to see how now it's not really about power. Systems are built on status because the infrastructure depends on status points. If the corporate environment were more built on and predicated on real authority, then it'd have to have more white privilege or Jewish privilege explicated. And that would destroy and defeat the whole purpose. Because then, what are the Jewish guys going to do to subvert all of us? Nothing. If they're going to be in power, they're going to do it just to make money. And just to, like, make a buck for themselves. And take our resources and to disregard interests, which is what they should be doing in the first place, instead of actually having an agenda to turn us into tranny disyscum losers. But whatever, that's kind of what the environment is now. So until it actually goes that direction and somehow the stars align and we get like black guys in every Fortune 500 company, every billionaire in the world is a black guy, which might be P. Diddy or Jay-Z, who knows, maybe both. I know Jay-Z isn't growing as much as we expected him, but whatever. Until that happens, which probably won't happen, we're still gonna get the whole privilege narrative for the first world. And once that privilege is gone, there is no first world. The first world is predicated on white privilege. It might not be Western civilization. The first world could actually be, at hindsight, stuff like Japan and stuff like that, so that's not necessarily true. First world in the West is predicated on white privilege. That's what I should say. Anyways, this is Mr. Wonka 7, and I'm done saying all the bullshit. Take care. The haters can go to hell. Fans can go to hell. Y'all can go to hell. That's it.